Welcome everybody. The purpose of this video is to teach you how you can view feedback in your grades, which is going to be part of your word chapter 4 homework. Is that basically every week I go in and I comment on all of your work and I provide you with the solutions, and I just want to make sure that you're looking at those so that you can learn from them for when you get to the final project. So I'm going to come over here. I'm in the student preview mode and I'm going to go to MyGrades, and so you have that available as well. And this is my own student grade book. Of course, I graded myself pretty well here. You can see that my current average is a 97. My simulation averages are 100%. My book work is 98. My mid-level and greater, I'm struggling a little bit with a 79.3, and my journals are at 100%. And so you notice here, typically you'll see grades, and that's fine. You just see 100, 100, 100, and you don't see any comment bubbles or anything. So I did everything correctly, and basically I, as the instructor, didn't provide you any feedback. So now I see here there's a 0, and I see this little comment bubble here. And so if I click on this, I see this is view feedback. So it says here, you skip this book assignment. Please be aware that there are book assignments each week that are posted in the assignment folders in Blackboard for this chapter. There are a few of you out there who are just doing the MyLab work, not doing the book work in Blackboard, so I will send you that little reminder of, hey, just make sure you're also doing the book work. So now I come down here, I got a 91, I want to learn, well, I see here, wait, I got 100 and there's a comment, so let me look at that. Oh, I got a nice, awesome job. I did both attempts, and Gina's happy that I did both attempts because I know for mid-level and capstone grader assignments, I get 2 attempts, and I use both to get 100. I try to provide positive feedback as well. So here I click on View Feedback. In this case, it says, okay, I did not insert a non-breaking hyphen, and what's been provided for me here is steps on how I get to a non-breaking hyphen. So if I look here, I see, okay, I need, 1 is I have to click where I want the hyphen to go, and then 2, click insert, and then 3, symbol, and then 4, special characters tab, and then 5, non-breaking hyphen. So if I need to do this on the final project, I have this all listed right here for me. I'll know what to do. It said I didn't have the sections in the correct order. See the solution for what this should have looked like when done correctly. There's a solution. I wonder where that is. Okay, so I'm going to come back out here, and I'm going to go to, there are solutions posted. They do not open until after the due date, so I'm going to go over to course content, and I'm going to go to my word chapter 1, and if I scroll down here, I see assignment solutions. Now in the assignment solutions, I'll always provide PDFs of what each one should have looked like. So for chapter 1, I have the media, the mid-level, and the grader. So this is what they should have looked like. I also provide the multiple choice and matching answers in case you did those. And then I have these things called common mistakes. So you'll see in a future assignment where I'm referencing these common mistakes, and you have the ability just sort of to click on them, and then it will show you what that, very similar to how I did that non-breaking space. So here, insert file name and footer. If I click on that, it literally shows me how I needed to do that, right? So it shows me that. Notice it opens in a different tab. So I just click over here to go back to my course, and then I'm brought back here. So, I provide these. Basically, these are common mistakes I find that students make. And so even that non-breaking hyphen one, sometimes I'll reference it to have you go to here to look at it. Other times I'll actually put the screenshot in the grading. Honestly, anybody who's submitted early, a lot of times I'll do the screenshots because the assignment solutions aren't open yet. But if you submitted later, then I'll have you reference it and come back here. That's usually how it works. So let's go back to MyGrades for a second because I want to talk about a few other things that are important. So I see there's a comment here for the reflection. I forgot to do a journal entry for this week's assignment. It's okay if you forget to do a journal assignment. There is one dropped for the semester. Just try not to miss too many. Same thing with book and mid-level. I dropped the lowest grade from each of those categories. You won't usually see any comments on the simulation training unless something's gone horribly wrong, and then I'll try to comment on it. Most students get 100 because they do the learning aids for those. Okay, I'm going to come over here to the capstone and take a look at this. So this is where I'm saying I'm referring you to common mistakes. So see the following under Word Chapter 2, Assignment Solutions for Grader Common Mistakes. Grader set theme font to Cambria. So I'm going to show you a little trick here, which is helpful not just in this case. You can open up your course in 2 different browser tabs. What you can do here is if you click where our course name is, if you right-click there, you can open the link in a new tab. So what that will do for you is give you 2 tabs. So up at the top here, I have this tab, which is my current one, and now I'm going to click over here, and it's going to show the course in another tab. So I can go to course content, and I'm going to go to Word Chapter 2, because that's the one I wanted to see the solutions for, and see what was referenced. And I scroll down here. Now for Word Chapter 2, what's interesting is I've also posted a solution video, and I will do the same thing for Word Chapter 3. The reason I'm doing that is because these 2 chapters are on the final project, so I really want to make sure you understand your mistakes. And sometimes seeing it in a video is easier than this. And some of you made mistakes with tabs and such, which are much easier to show you the correct way to do it than to try to show you what you did wrong. Okay, so I'm over here, and I believe what I referenced, let me come back. So this allows me to just sort of flip back and forth, which is super nice. So greater set theme font to Cambria. So now I'm going to come over here to my other tab, and I'm going to look greater set theme font to Cambria. Oh, a lot of you made this mistake, including myself apparently. It looks like I picked the Office one, Office 2007, but I really was supposed to pick this Cambria one. Even though Cambria was shown here, it's here. So now I understand my mistake, right? And so same thing, you know, it's just kind of nice, justified alignment, right? So if I come back over here, I see justified alignment, I click on that, oh, that's justified alignment. I had it on left aligned, or I had something wrong, but that's justified alignment. So this is basically, you just sort of walk through, and whatever comment I give you here, you go to that assignment solution folder and you look up that common mistake, and that's how you can learn from that mistake. All right, last piece I want to talk about, or 2 things actually. One is you can see here, you see an exclamation mark. This just means that you've submitted it, right? It says submitted. I just haven't graded it yet. So I want to show you how the rubric works for the practice bookwork assignments. Any of the book assignments, they have a rubric. There's no rubric for MyLab and Grader because the rubric is built into the steps, right? You know how many points each step is worth. But for these book assignments, I do grade these. So when you see this comment bubble, it says see rubric for details on points lost. You just come on over here to view rubric, and it will show you the rubric for that particular assignment. And then it will explain here that, okay, I got 2 points for this out of a possible 4. I type here what the step, basically what you were supposed to do, and then in the feedback I comment about what you did not do. You did not set the first line to 20 point. Now, on some cases I'm walking down here and I see partially include a final row with the word average and a function, if applicable C, and then this C, right, references the assignment solution files that I have given in the assignment solutions area for common mistakes. So knowing that this is Word Chapter 3 Practice 1, I would then have to go look up that mistake in Word Chapter 3 Practice 1 to understand what I did wrong. So I'm going to close out here. I'm going to go back over to my tab, go to Course Content, go to Word Chapter 3. There's my assignment solution. Oh, not released yet. So not a good example. I'll show you here. If you don't see it for some reason and it's after the date, feel free to send me a message, because it could be that I have it on some sort of adaptive release because somebody's late submitting, and you should be able to see it after a given amount of time. So if you can't see it, please do let me know. But basically, you would just go to, there's the P1 step J average formula, and so this is showing how you would have done that average formula. Okay, that pretty much sums up, I think, everything that you need to know. I think just keep in mind that those solutions are available to you. You do want to keep an eye on your gradebook, and anytime you see a comment bubble, read the comment, learn from that mistake. So part of your assignment this week is basically I'm going to have you open up a Word document, and I want you to go through and find some of these mistakes you've made. Go find the screenshots. Show me that you learned how you fix the mistake, maybe by completing it correctly and showing me that you completed it correctly. That's the best way. or not just telling me, but showing me, yes, I see this is the solution portion that you're talking about, or the way to correct this mistake. So I do take a lot of time to provide you feedback so you can learn from your mistakes. So I truly hope that you take the time to learn from those mistakes. Have a great week.